Welcome back. If you're new to the channel, my name is Abigail, and I make videos about special needs, health issues, and feeding tubes. So it is Sunday night, about 9:20 or so, something like that. We canceled church. Our church was canceled because we can't get out of the house. Well, actually, let me reword that. We could get out of the house, but we're still pretty much iced in. My dad did a quick drive around the block earlier today, and it was still pretty icy. So we're pretty much still iced in at this point. Also, in my last video, I said that I was probably going to continue wearing my sweatshirt for like days because it's like so cold, but I actually did change shirts because earlier today, okay, I have two sweatshirts. I have a white one that's basically like a Christmas sweatshirt. Looks like this. It says "In My Jolly Era." And I also have another one that is in the laundry right now, and I changed from the other one to the white one, and then earlier today I got too hot in it, so I changed it back into a regular t-shirt, and now I'm kind of cold, so I guess it's kind of back and forth. But anyway, I've been having kind of a situation happen that's been kind of frustrating. So basically, when I have a feeding tube, and whenever you get your feeding tube button switched, it can, or changed, it can leak more than the last one. Well, this feeding tube button that I have has decided to leak quite a bit, and most of the time when that happens, whenever it has a certain time where it decides to leak, I usually use gauze pads to put over it so that whenever it leaks, I could just throw it away and it's fine. But the company that gives me my gauze pads, they, I guess, didn't get the message or something because they haven't sent me anymore. We did buy some from Walmart. That was like a different brand, and they're pretty tight around my stoma. So if you don't know, the stoma is the hole that the button goes into, the feeding tube button goes into, and it was just really tight on my stoma, so I changed back to my washable tubey pads, and they work, but they don't really like soak up as well as the gauze pads do. So I'm having to like change my tubey pad like whenever it gets like really irritated, and then it causes like a irritation or kind of like a rash around the stoma, and I have this cream that I put on it to help it to not hurt, and I've been using that, but like because the tubey pads don't really soak up very much, it's what I'm having to use for right now because my other tubie pads that I get from the company, they haven't been mailed in yet, and we don't really know why. We've tried to get a hold of them, and we haven't gotten a hold of them yet. So we don't even know if they're on their way or if we have to call them again. So there's that situation. So I'm just having to change my tubie pad every so often, clean it, put some more of the gel stuff on it to help it to not hurt. So that has been really interesting. We'll find out tomorrow if my appointment is going to be canceled or not. I've said this, I think, in like every video, the past few videos, but I know that my videos suggest to new viewers. So if you don't know, I'm supposed to go on Tuesday to talk to my heart doctor because I've been having some heart rate issues where I feel like I'm going to faint, and that can just be like walking around my room for a few minutes, and even sometimes when I'm just sitting down or laying down, I'll have a moment where I feel like I'm going to faint or it feels like my heart is racing. So Tuesday I'm supposed to get results from my heart monitor that I was on for 2 weeks, and we made the Tuesday appointment before we were supposed to get this huge ice storm, which means that when we call tomorrow, we're gonna call on Monday, which will be like, I think 2 days from when you're seeing this video. Either they will reschedule the appointment for a different day when the ice is all cleared out and everything, or we might can do it virtual. Sometimes we're able to do it like just through the computer, like on Zoom. I'm hoping that that's what happens so that I don't have to reschedule my appointment, because this appointment was like a really big deal to me, because this is the appointment where we were hopefully going to figure out what's going on and a solution for that. And I was like really disappointed to find out that we might have to cancel it depending on the weather. But we're going to see. We're going to call on Monday and see if they say, you know, we need to cancel, or we could do it on Zoom, or if we'll get a different date. So we'll see how that all works out. For right now, we're still stuck in the house. We did get some snow to put in the freezer so that we can have, like, I guess you call it snow cream. It's basically just snow you can eat, but we got it from like the other side of the yard, because we had like got several inches of snow. So there's like the other side of the yard that nobody stepped in or anything like that. And so we got some snow just in case anybody wanted to try any. We put it in our freezer as like something fun to do. So yeah, that's one thing we did. My dad left earlier today and went around the block one time and then came back just to see how it is, but we weren't able to go to church or anything like that today. I don't know how many days until we're going to be able to leave the house, but I like really hope it's soon, because I am like really tired of being inside. It almost kind of feels like quarantine, but like without being sick. It's like so weird to not be able to leave your house. Thankfully, because we knew the storm was coming, we did like stock up on like our essentials of the things that we would need um during this whole storm. Um but now technically, like at least here, the snow and the ice is over as far as like coming down. We just have to wait for it to melt. So basically every day feels like the weekend. Even though today is actually the weekend because today's Sunday, but like every single day since this snowstorm has hit, it's felt like the weekend. It's like you wake up and everybody's home, and it's really different. My mom normally goes to work, um, and um, my dad does work from home, and then my little brother normally goes to school. But I don't know about tomorrow, but today they had just an off day. They were gonna have virtual, but the school said that they're just gonna have a complete off day. So we'll see what happens tomorrow if my little brother ends up having virtual or just completely canceled again on his school. So anyways, it's kind of felt like the weekend for the past several days. It's going to be interesting when we get more in routine on how the week's going to feel, but anyways, thank you all so much for watching. I will let y'all all know when we get results from the heart doctor. We do technically have results, but we have to let the heart doctor read it to us so that I can get like a official like diagnosis from a heart doctor. So I'll let y'all know how that all goes. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see y'all next time. Bye, everyone.